back, everyone. This is episode 234, the 3rd of December, 2023 for Super Kelly Brothers Podcast. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
I got them. I mixed all of that up in my head.
Did you?
I did.
How do you mean?
I got the whole Super Kelly Brothers Podcast. I should have said Super Kelly, but it doesn't matter. I know what I've done wrong. I know what I did wrong. It's fine. I started talking. How are you?
Good, kinda.
You look brighter than you were seconds ago. Did you just move in?
I just moved in closer. I was like,
what I meant was, all right, okay, there you go.
I just moved in. Yeah, with some lighting issues there. Sorry, we're a bit late. On lighting issues, as in I've only got one light, so I need to get another light source somehow.
I've only got one light. There's a light over there, and that's it. That's all I've got. As well, you know, because you've been in the studio.
I certainly have.
You've been at my desk.
Your workstation. Your workstation.
You've been at my desk. You can see my desk here. There you go. That's it there. I'm going to sweep around.
I've been there.
Cost me
about 450 quid to sit in that chair.
Great. There you go.
You never saw a penny. You never saw a penny of it.
I didn't see any of it. No, you went straight to Air Transat.
Yep.
Just to let everyone know, we do actually have a website, and we never promote this website. But if you go to superkellybros.com, you'll see that we have our latest podcast there. You can find all the episodes that we've done. So when you go and go to your Spotify or whatever it is, you can go to Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We're all in there. Not Google, because Google's getting rid of it. It's getting pulled into the YouTube app. But you can listen to all our previous podcasts here. They're all available for streaming right within this website, but only the last 20 episodes are available on these other services. So if you want to go back to an older version, then you go there as well. And of course, we've got our latest video there, which was last week's edition of the podcast. But yeah, thought I'd mention that because, you know.
Yeah, I know. We don't
really mention it.
We've got merch as well, but I don't know if we talk about that anymore.
Do you know? No, we don't, and I haven't got it linked on the website either. So.
Oh God! So nobody can get it anyway.
No one gets it. No. But if you want the link, let us know in the comment below. I've got a cobweb there. Cobweb in the studio. Yeah. So if you want the link, comment below, and I'll send you the link, and you can buy some merchandise from us. No one else has, but you can if you want. Yeah. Shall we talk tea?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay then. Oh no, this is gonna be a bad one.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I can tell. Oh, this is going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the creator, first season showrunner, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness writer Michael Waldron has been tapped to be the new writer of Avengers Kang Dynasty, which is interesting and exciting at the same time if you're an MCU fan, because there's a bit of a rough ride ahead if you are an MCU fan.
Yeah, it's a bit of continuity as well, I suppose.
A little bit, yep.
Mm-hmm. With what's happening in Loki.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I'm hope everyone says because keeping. So the reason why they went with Jonathan Majors in the first place is because he put in such a good performance in Loki season 1 that they were like, okay, let's make him the bad guy, because Doctor Doom was the bad guy in the comic book. Now there is nothing to say that the comic book and the MCU need to be the same. But they're two separate entities.
Well, more than often than not.
More than often than not, exactly, yeah.
They just change it a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. They kind of tweak these kind of things. So they chose Kang to be the bad guy for Secret Wars, which has now painted him in a corner because, Jonathan Majors is currently in a New York City courtroom, Manhattan courtroom, I guess, because it's a little bit more specific, facing charges of assault and harassment stemming from alleged incident earlier in the year involving his former girlfriend, dancer and movement coach, Grace Jabari. So he's obviously busy with legal things, so he might be a no for the rest of the Kang Dynasty movies and also Secret War, which could put a dampener on everything. I think we've said it before, recast. I know that they have this aversion to recasting, but why not in this case, rather than having to come up with a crappy reason for things, just recast the role.
Do you know what the unfortunate part of that is? The fact that his image is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
he's Victor Timely. He's the King Tut guy. He's the red.
Well, not just that. He's the artwork and the Loki walls. And,
you know, exactly.
That's
him there. Can't really ignore him. He is he who remains.
So he's very much. It's not like it's just a kind of masked figure. It's his face.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big problem there that they've got. You know, I don't know how they get around the problem. We've talked about it before, but recasting might not be an option.
It's one line of dialogue. It's one line of dialogue. It could be the first guy comes out and says, you know, they'll say, "Who are you?" And you're like, "Well, actually, I went back in time and I changed it, and so now he's me," or something along those lines. Something crazy like that.
Right, like a kind of Doctor Who flipperoo.
Yeah, like that.
But then that wouldn't make sense because he's, I don't know.
No, because then it could just show like a montage of things changing, like blipping out and then changing to something else.
Maybe
honestly, it's one line of dialogue. They can fix it in one line of dialogue.
I suppose they could do anything really because of the timeline, the multiverse and all that. I suppose they could do anything they want. I suppose that's the beauty of the multiverse, really.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, they are going to have to, because of the unknown factor, what's going to happen with Jonathan Majors. They've got to probably recast. I mean, they'd be forced into it, I think, more than anything.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, this is obviously a problem.
And it probably is a case of just changing everything then, because they can't change. I mean, could they change the titles? You know, and make it the Doom Dynasty, Doctor Doom Dynasty. You know what I mean? Instead,
I don't know. I mean, it seems, I don't know. It feels like you've gone down a certain pathway now. You've got to just keep going.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. These things happen. I mean, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing that happened with, you know, they couldn't proceed the way that they wanted to proceed for Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
The untimely passing of Boseman. So like they had to do something, and so they used Shuri, which is. I mean, I think she'll be a good Black Panther when she gets her own show. The problems with that movie are not the problems with the part where they're trying to like go through the grief and all that kind of stuff. Those bits were really touching and really nice. The rest of it, the Namor stuff, I was like, why crowbar that in just now?
Yeah, and like, I feel as if it was kind of clunky. It was a nice tribute to Chadwick. But it took a long time for her to be, right, she's Black Panther. You know,
I honestly think they could have done it as a character piece. I think they should have done it as a character piece where it was like Shuri was like, you know, battling inner demons, like, oh, should I take this mantle on and all that kind of stuff. And but I could do it to honor him, and how would I do that? And those kind of questions, rather than let's just have a big CGI fight at the end of it, because the first one ended with that one, and I'm like, it feels lazy now. I would rather see
Oh, aye, definitely.
more kind of character type things,
See,
especially as the MCU matures. I think there's room for things like that.
I think that's the problem with the Marvel movies and superheroes and movies in general. Just now, we've seen it. Everything's been done almost. So
Yeah.
when we see something that's a repetition of something we've seen before, it certainly puts me off. I mean, that Shazam 2, I was like, well, that's just multiverse. That's just what we've seen in the multiverse in Shazam 2.
Yeah.
It was, kind of Doctor Strange almost vibes. Same with Blue Beetle. People thought that was great, but I just thought I've seen it before.
I still haven't seen it yet. It's on Crave over here.
I mean, it was fine. It was good up to a point, but it was only elevated to great if they'd done something original, which they to me they didn't. Anyway.
I find that the MCU is now in the stage where they're becoming self-aware, because they're almost doing this sort of grand tour Top Gear thing of like, so Richard Hammond's dead. So anyway, and doing that kind of, like, they don't spend enough time on the grieving thing. Like even the Chadwick, I can't remember what's his name, Wakanda
Boseman.
guy. No, not Chadwick Boseman. The character was it T'Challa?
Oh, T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Sorry.
So
God, I thought you
obviously
totally lost it there.
No. So T'Challa is obviously dead in the MCU as because of Chadwick's passing.
Yeah.
But they didn't spend enough. They didn't spend as much time as I thought they could have. I thought they could have spent the entire movie dealing with that, rather than having to fight some flying aquatic guy. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me.
I think, again, I know we say this all the time, but they could have cut about 20 minutes out of that film, and it would have made it better. Definitely would have.
Yeah, everything just felt a bit like, oh, you're his son. Oh, cool. Like, it's just, oh my god, this is so bad. It's written for speed. It's written. Do you know what the thing is? It's written for the movies. That's the problem. It's been written for the movies. It doesn't get time to breathe. It's like, no, we need to get the next movie out, and you need to promote the next movie. The whole reason they crowbarred in Ironheart is the same reason as that, is they need to get the Ironheart thing off the ground, which looks like it's not happening now.
Well, yeah, I think they've slowed down in the schedule a little bit as well, the Marvel,
because it's
movies.
Too much.
Yeah.
It's too much, and they're coming thick and fast, and just talking of thick and fast, the Marvels ends its box office run, the lowest grossing MCU movie in history. Which is not good. I haven't seen it. I actually kind of look forward to it because I liked Ms. Marvel.
I think it's going to be a fun
series.
I think it's going to be fun. I've heard there's really daft moments in it, but I don't know.
But it's a comic book movie, so I mean, we can't really,
Well, I would say to that at least they're trying something original, like I was saying earlier, and Ms. Marvel was original with her, it was a little bit Scott Pilgrim-ish, obviously.
Yeah.
But, it's original in a sense. We've not seen that in a Marvel movie before, or a superhero movie before. So, it's just a little, like Spider-Verse broke the mold completely. You know what I mean? That's what we want to see. Come on, guys. Even Loki season 2 was refreshing.
Exactly. Yeah. Loki season 1 was refreshing.
Yeah.
And it's still the best 2 seasons of Doctor Who we've ever had.
Bloody of late, right?
Bloody hell! Even David Tennant can't stave this plane going down.
I'll just tell you now, I've not watched the second episode.
Well, I did.
Right, okay. It doesn't sound like I'm going to. Well, I probably will, but
let me put it this way: it was better than the first one.
Oh well then. I mean, the first one. Oh God, we're talking about Doctor Who now. Yeah. So anyway, Marvels.
Well, for those of you who are new to the podcast, this is what we do.
We ramble.
Ramble. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I like Brie Larson. I like the kid that plays Ms. Marvel.
Pipkin. Yeah.
Is that her name?
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Thingy Rambo.
Imran Khan, I think. No, Imran. It's not.
Yeah, so all three of them are fantastic.
As a character's name.
Samuel L. Jackson, I've heard, is back to normal in it, as in not the stupid character he was in Secret.
Why did they nerf that character? It was absolutely pointless. At some point, I thought he was going to do they were going to do the Willy Wonka thing when he was going to leave his cape behind, do the flip, and then go ta-da into one of them, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed.
Sounds you like you need to use Jeez. Sounds like you need to take your medicine, and can I get some as well, please?
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Right. Anyway,
moving on. Sticking with Marvel though. Sticking move. Kevin Feige says it's no happening. Iron Man's not coming back.
Well, that sounds like bullshit to me. They always say things like that, though.
That sounds like, yeah. It sounds like. Don't look over here. Why do I keep having pens? This is the fourth pen I've found in the same position on my desk.
It's because you keep putting it back in the same position.
No, it's not.
Possibly.
Marvel President Kevin Feige emphasized the importance of preserving Tony Stark's impactful farewell in Avengers Endgame. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement, Kevin, and please don't do that. Like, don't. It's the same. It's the same thing with the redemption of Anakin Skywalker at the end of Return of the Jedi. At the end of Return of the Jedi, Anakin Skywalker, not Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker throws Emperor Palpatine off the cliff to his death.
Yep.
And then what do? We bring him back so Rey can kill him again.
Mm-hmm.
So is he dead now?
I think so.
Is he? Did Rey Skywalker kill him for good?
Rey brought him back?
Yeah, they brought him back for
must have missed something.
No, Rey didn't bring him back. They brought him back. Somehow Palpatine found a way to come back. That one.
Oh, Palps. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Anakin Skywalker.
And so it took the impactfulness of Anakin's redemption and just went with it. And so that I agree. I don't think that Tony should come back. I think death in the MCU should be permanente.
Oof, we're talking Latin.
Kaiser permanente.
It certainly is. Well, I also heard or read a story this week that Steve Rogers himself is coming back.
Steve.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But do you not think they need one of these guys back, though? I feel as if the oomph is gone. But then
I think what they've done is they've lost faith in their ability to take people who are relatively not known. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, who else was not known? I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch when he was kind of getting famous, but he wasn't like massively famous at the time. Like people who are relatively unknown and bring them in and make something of them and make them the franchise, to use a sports analogy, make them the franchise quarterback. They did that with the original Avengers and they kind of fumbled it after that.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like, oh, these guys were great, but these guys are okay. And so, why bother?
Yeah.
Like there's got to be a Tom Brady out there. There's got to be sorry, I'm sticking with the quarterback sports analogy here, but there's got to be another Tom Brady out there. I mean, there's Tom Brady was great, but we now have Patrick Mahomes inside the NFL. This means nothing to you, I know.
I suppose they have. I suppose they have. But again, it's kind of trying to repeat magic. Because the magic
lightning in the bottle twice.
Aye, because and also those movies were a 23 movie build up to, or 22 movie build up to one finale endgame.
Yeah.
Thing that they haven't really got at this point. They're kind of the stories are kind of dotted all around. They're not they've not got their ducks in a row, you know.
Yeah.
and there's no focal point for this kind of phase of the movies, and maybe there never was meant to be. I don't know, and maybe the closer we get to the Kang Dynasty and the Avengers movies, we're going to get something. Kind of.
Do you think? Because I mean, I think there's plenty of stories still to be told. Because they've got the X-Men now in there. They've got Deadpool 3 next year or the year after.
I think it's next year.
Fantastic Four. They still have all these superheroes to go through, and there's an entire thousands of there's a roster of thousands more than that, not just the ones that we've seen on screen so far.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is definitely things to be told, but like they also have to come up against at some point, because everybody's clamoring for it, Galactus. Like at some point they've got to come against that guy. So, and
I only know him.
But they fumbled the whole Eternals thing, though. Like that was just a complete. That was what they tried to do as well. So they tried to get a bunch of unknowns, which is what they did with the first series of Avengers.
Which is fine, aye.
Which is fine because that's they nailed it. But the thing is, they got fantastic actors
and a fantastic director,
and a fantastic director as well. Yeah, although problematic these days. Joss Whedon.
No, it wasn't him. It was a female director.
Branagh.
No, it was a female director directed Eternals.
Oh right, yeah. She did Nomad.
Nomad, yeah.
Nomadland.
Could be.
Yeah, the one with Frances McDormand.
She directed that. Yeah, it was a good wee movie.
Yeah. Again, they get those directors in to do the sort of character pieces, where they're sitting in the cabin talking to each other.
Yeah.
Everything else is all previs and it's all special effects and all. Like they don't bother with any of that stuff. It's just those kind of things in there. So it's just get us from this scene to this scene. You do your direction in that part, and then we do the rest of the movie kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. And it should have worked on paper, but the problem was that the story wasn't compelling enough. And now they're stuck with this massive, stupid, big bloody robot in the middle of Earth, in the middle of the Pacific.
Yeah.
And they've not, no one's mentioned it.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the Marvels yet, so I don't know if that's mentioned or not, but I'd love to see, if they're flying over Earth in the Pacific Oceans there, if there's not something sticking out like that, then they've really screwed the pooch in this one.
The Eternals should have been the starting point, I reckon.
I think so, yeah. Yeah,
and maybe it was meant to be, but it's kind of been forgotten. I'd actually forgotten that.
What's his name? Mahershala Ali. He did the voiceover at the end as Blade.
Oh,
because what's his name? Jon Snow gets a sword, and he goes like, "You ready for that?"
Yeah, we also got a cameo from Harry Styles, though. Remember, Sloan?
Oh God, that's right. Yeah, it's Firefox or Silver Fox or whatever the hell it was.
No, was it not meant to be? Was it not Kang? Bloody thingy's brother.
Adam, Star-Lord's brother? No. Tony's brother?
No.
Roxy's?
Oh my God, why am I freezing?
I don't know.
Purple-faced Joss.
Oh, Thanos. Yeah, that's right.
Thanos' brother, was it not?
Thanos' brother. Sure.
Somehow.
I don't know. Yeah, but he was partnered with a leprechaun played by Patton Oswalt.
It sounds ridiculous. Oh God!
Cut and print.
When you start putting leprechauns into your movies,
that's when you know you've lost. That's when you sit there and go and snap. Let's talk box office. Good. So you're watching you're watching Monarch: Legacy of Monsters on TV.
Oh yeah.
I've only got as far as episode 3 because we had visitors the last week. So
me too. Actually, we're only 3. I think we forgot about it this week.
Did you start watching A Murder at the End of the World as well?
Yes.
Good. Ticks all my boxes.
Oh, me too.
Sherlock Holmes, and it's got computers, so that's me. I'm in.
Yeah.
So Godzilla -1 is Toho's side of the equation. They're doing this, and it's set in. It's the first period piece Godzilla.
Mm.
ever made. So it's set just after. It's set during the American occupation of Japan,
Okay.
and you can see the man himself.
So this is a Japanese
Godzilla.
production as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is a Japanese movie, and apparently
Uh-huh.
it's like it's gone crazy. It's doing gangbusters.
People are loving
Godzilla
it.
-1, yeah.
They're
But
loving it.
but the
I
thing,
think.
but the thing, it's
Yeah.
Godzilla. There's something nice about a Godzilla movie. I don't know what it is.
What they've
But
done with this is, though, they've not made it a friendly Godzilla movie.
oh, it's a bad Godzilla.
It's a dark turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the Americanized. Oh, he's
Yeah.
actually okay. He's got a friendly side. This is like dark.
Yeah, because the American one he's got like Godzuki and stuff.
Yeah, well, in the cartoon, we
No, I
don't
know,
talk
I
about
know.
that.
No.
Same as Scrappy Doo. We don't talk about him either.
Godzuki. Yeah.
Scrappy Doo.
Anyway, so this is the old Godzilla, and he's doing well at the box office.
Yeah, I'm actually really
Domestic
wanting to
box
see that.
office in
I tell
America.
you what, it's probably a good idea to see that one in the cinema, because I bet it's pretty epic.
I think so. Yeah.
Not that I'll manage to probably, but just need to watch on a big screen somewhere.
It's made $35 million worldwide against a very minimal reported budget of $15 million.
Huh.
$15 million to make a
Do you know
Godzilla monster movie versus
Do you know what
$250 million to make Secret Wars.
You know what that
Whatever the
means?
hell it was called. Secret Invasion. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called now. Secret Invasion.
Well, those numbers about how much to make that film.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means?
No.
You know what that means?
No.
It's a guy in a suit.
Might be. The original one was.
Yeah. With a bit of CGI, probably.
Probably.
Maybe.
That's how you keep the budget down. Don't need animators.
Yeah.
Just need a guy in a suit, film about 120 frames a second.
Yeah, remember the old Power Rangers movies?
Oh, yeah.
And the TV series, actually.
Yeah.
I thought they looked
all they did was they got the American cast in, and then they cut to the Japanese cast going go Power Rangers or whatever it was they said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Was it the same background when they transformed?
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Pretty clever.
Yes.
Cheap TV.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you though, technology's that good now that, look at, I know I spoke about Gareth Edwards last week as well, but, he can make a movie on a budget and make it look spectacular. You really need to go in. You need to see that movie.
He made a Godzilla movie.
He did, actually. That was a cracking one.
2014. Well. That's the Bryan Cranston one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. Good old Gareth.
Good old Gareth.
Might take him a long time. It might take him a long time to make a film, but when he does, it's worth it.
He's pretty good at it. Exactly.
It's bloody worth it.
Well worth the wait.
Yep.
And then the final box office thing is Beyonce, hot on the heels of Taylor Swift, is she made a $21 million debut of her Renaissance live action tour film.
Live action? Well, not animated.
Not animated, no. This is actually Beyonce there.
All right. It's amazing the special effects they can do with dancers these days. I couldn't get my legs to go like that.
Not like that? No, I couldn't do that either.
No, I couldn't.
I could do that, but then you'd hear the phrase "Oh God," and then just keel over. And then possibly that's my back.
I would pay to see you in an outfit like that in that position.
I bet you would. Doing all that kind of stuff.
I'm sure there's websites for that.
I'm sure there is. Anyway, so Queen Bey, as they call her in this article, is the box office queen. So yeah, Eras Tour has got 92.9 million, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that's all Taylor's money. She was a distributor.
I know.
That's insane.
I know. Do you know? I hope she's giving some of this money away, because what's she possibly going to do with it? She's unfathomably rich. You know?
Are you trying to tell her how she can spend her money?
Well, No, well, yeah, probably am I. Just give it to the poor.
Give it
Give
to
it to the
poor.
children. Give it to the children.
What about Jeff Bezos? He's worth a couple of billion. I mean, he could give it to the. What about the
Oh,
richest
man.
man in the world? Tesla
Elon.
guy, Elon,
Oh,
that guy.
let's talk about him going bankrupt with Twitter or X. As
He's
he
not going
calls
to
it.
go bankrupt. He's
I
the richest
know.
man in the world. He could sell it off tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
but he was
like
giving
that.
a big FU to the sponsors and things like that.
He did, yeah. He said, if you don't want to advertise with us, I don't care.
Aye.
That's
He's
right.
got to that
He was on.
life, that he thinks that.
He actually said it FU on the stage at the New York Times. He was being interviewed. Yeah, he said it twice.
There you go.
He's got a filthy mouth, that Elon.
Oh, he'd wash your mouth out, Elon.
Does your mum let you talk like that? I didn't think so.
Would you kiss your mum with that mouth, would you?
She's from Canada, eh?
Yeah, is she?
Yep. He grew up here.
Oh, did he? I thought he was South African.
Yeah, but he grew up here as well.
All right.
I mean, not here, not in the basement, obviously. I mean, he could have. The house is old enough.
Might have been there. Well, he's not that old.
No.
Anyway, digressing. Good old Beyonce, anyway. Well done.
Good old Beyonce, well done. Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond are calling it quits after 7 years on Amazon Prime. They're giving up. They're not saying it's the last episode of the Grand Tour, but they're saying it's the last episode with these three.
Right.
I
think it's probably quite right. I know you probably. Well, I know we both enjoy these things.
They're very good, yeah. I really do look forward to a new one of these coming out.
So do I. Don't get me wrong, but I do feel as if there's a bit of like saying earlier on, a bit of repetition going on.
Yeah.
The same jokes and it's the same kind of pranks they do with each other and blah blah blah, and and it is just them going on a road trip.
Road trip, yeah.
It's the difference is it's the three of those guys. I don't watch new Top Gear.
Never seen it.
And now that Freddie Flintoff obviously had that horrific accident,
it's cancelled as well.
Well, it's not well for the unforeseeable future. It's not
on hiatus for the foreseeable future. Yeah,
yeah. But you'll not see Freddie Flintoff back in a car in that show. Have you seen him after the?
No.
Yeah, his face is not in great shape. So, you're gonna show us?
I'm not going to show it.
It's
okay. Yeah.
He's pretty burst up.
Yeah.
And he must have had a lot of facial reconstructive surgery to sort of sell out. So, yeah.
See, the thing is, I don't know what he looked like before.
Do you not know him?
No, I don't know Freddie.
Oh, he's a handsome lad. Yeah. So he's did that kind of trouble there. But I think it's probably, judging by the size of Jeremy Clarkson's belly there,
he's doing not too bad.
He's certainly not shy of a dinner or two.
He does actually say we're getting too old and I'm getting too fat to do.
He couldn't fit that last one. He couldn't fit in the car.
Remember they had to cut him out. That was the thing. They had to get. They had to.
That's
so it gets stuck in the F3, I think it was. It wasn't even like an F1 car. It was an F3 car.
Was it not 2?
F2, yeah. And he was getting into it in the skirt. He got caught in the skirt of the car, and he's like, I can't get out.
See, if I was him, I wouldn't even attempted to try and get in that car. It was just embarrassing.
No, I wouldn't have either.
And I would have known, it's like whiskers in a cat. I'd have known
exactly.
As soon as I can't fit in there, and I'll be cut out of this car.
As soon as you sit in, as soon as you stand in the car and your knees touch the side, you're like, no, I'm not going to fit in here.
Nah, man.
That's your whiskers.
I don't know why. I don't know what he
was thinking either.
I've certainly got whiskers down there, but no. I don't think that was what it was. But the minute they're getting on a bit. I mean, Hammond's the youngest. He's what, 52?
52. Yeah.
James Mays must be 60.
60. Yep. And Jeremy Clarkson's 63.
3. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got his farming show doing great. James May's doing great, doing his stuff, and
our man in the cookery show. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
he's got
Hammond's
loads of shows here, though.
yeah.
He's got loads of shows. And he's got to deal with Amazon. He does the Japan thing, and
Yeah.
So-
I think the next one's Our Man in India. I think
that'll be good.
which would be good as well.
Be good.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. I don't think it's the last time they'll be working together, because I genuinely think they like each other too much to not work together. But they'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's a bit like the TV Beatles splitting up, isn't it? They're like the TV Beatles.
It is less acrimoniously though, because they're all kind of
still like each other
with each. Yeah, they're all in about each other's business.
Yeah.
As James May would say.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. My honest view is, I can say this now, it does need a bit of rethink. Oh, this is the it's time for a new format and a new
for Top Gear,
to the subject, because the subject has not been that interesting, I suspect, since the car has been invented. Clarkson's got his farm, May's got the one man in. Oh, right, okay, so Clarkson's farm's going to at least have 2 more seasons.
Good.
And he's done a lot for farming, to be honest. I mean, he's brought a lot of attention to it.
He has, definitely has.
So, it's good.
He's brought a lot of attention to that village as well, which is not...
Yeah. Well, not Chipping Norton's not very happy with it.
I don't think they're that.
In fact, he's brought so much attention to it. Vinnie Jones has got a farming show now.
Oh, I know he does. I saw a clip of that in the Gogglebox.
Bloody awful. His hedgehogs.
Hedgehog thing. What channel is that on?
I don't know. I won't be watching it. Whatever it is, I'm not watching Vinnie Jones.
No, I just felt as if he's jumped in the bandwagon there. So.
I think it was Pete that said he looks like he's going to lamp that poor woman. Because she wouldn't give him any hedgehogs.
Oh yeah,
because he's got badgers on his farm.
Yeah, but
he's like, why not?
Nah, I'm not watching that.
Yeah. And then finally, bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
The popular Hogwarts Express could be extinct.
Whoa, what?
Because all these carriages, for those of you watching in a black and white set, the carriages are red. They don't have central locking on them, which means you can open the doors on them. And because there's a lot of children on there, because they're old Pullman things. Old
school.
I know. Exactly. They're old. This is what we used to travel in.
But that's the point.
This is what we used to travel in.
But that's the point of that. I've been in that.
I know. I'm not the one making the rules.
To recreate the whole old railway experience.
The health and safety executive has said it's not safe enough and you need to put central locking in your doors. And they've said that's going to cost us £7 million. And they've said, well, you better get on it then.
Oh,
and they're like, we don't have £7 million. So it looks like...
This is some wee guy with a clipboard going,
oh, yeah.
See that romantic steam journey that people make, and recreate the nostalgia of old times. No, sorry, mate. You can't do that anymore.
You know the ones that go, like, there's ones... What about the trolleys in San Francisco? What? They're open. You sit on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doors.
Aye, the trolleys, as in the
trolleys, the ding, 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 the clang, 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 with the streetcars. All the ones, you don't need to go that far. You can still stay in Britain. The ones that are in the Peak District, where you go up like hillsides and mountains and all that kind of stuff, and it's just an open carriage.
I'm sure Mr. Clipboard Man will be onto that as well.
The Isle of Man as well. All the Isle of Man ones, they're all open carriages as well. Like, you could easily jump out of anything you want. You could jump out of a moving car if you wanted.
But has it ever happened?
Don't jump out of a moving car.
Has it ever happened?
Has it ever happened is not the same question.
Do you know what I mean?
Can guarantee that. I know. But it could happen, Jody. What would happen?
But if somebody had done it, then you can understand, right? Okay, somebody's done it. So,
yeah. If this was the 14th year in a row, like 1992, no one died. 1993.
Do you know the Waverley? Obviously, here.
I do. I love the Waverley. It's my favourite thing.
That travels down to England and stuff as well. But some drunk people jump off and try and swim just at the very end. apparently.
Why?
And it's kind of caused a bit of upset. But they've not cancelled the bloody thing, you know.
Well, I mean,
what they're going to do? Enclose the whole of the Waverley.
The bubble.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you'd have to do that with passenger vessel. You'd have to do it with ferries, like the Calmac ferries, all that kind of stuff.
Just because you get an idiot that's going to jump out.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know.
Do you remember that pickup truck we got to go to Ailsa Craig?
Oh, the boat?
The boat.
the aqua pickup truck.
The aqua
hillbillies.
Yeah, exactly. The Toyota Hilux truck disguised as a fishing boat.
Yes, I do.
And we were about an inch off the waves.
With no
lifeboats, no belts or anything. It was just us and 12 miles of ocean.
That was.
I felt safe.
Oddly, we did look at each other and go, "Is this safe?" But we just went with it, didn't we?
Exactly. We just because otherwise we're not getting to Ailsa Craig.
No, I think exactly. Yeah.
So
that boat, just for the record, that boat does not go anymore. By the way.
Oh, doesn't it?
Apparently not. We managed to get it.
Oh my god!
So if you want to go there, you need to. Don't know what you need to do. So we're lucky to
do it with style
to go over there.
Cool. I've got some trailers lined up. I just want to dim the volume a wee bit for these because we're going to get pulled anyway because blah 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 people.
Why don't you just flick through them, instead of showing the whole thing?
I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it without sound as well. So I won't share the audio. So I'll share. So this is Agatha's Darkhold Diaries.
Yep. I've not actually seen this trailer. Oh, it's one of these type of trailers.
Yeah, it's more of a kind of.
It's a kind of feature.
Yeah.
What is it called? Those a reel sizzle reel, is it? Sizzle reel?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So there's bits of it that I'm not entirely sure if this was like from the original one, like from WandaVision, or if it's from like this feels new. That feels like it's the old one. I don't know.
So is this linked with
WandaVision?
Is it follow WandaVision? I wonder.
I think so.
I wonder.
I don't know, but this is the fourth name that this show's got. It's called Agatha Darkhold Diaries now. It was Agatha Harkness Coven or something, and it was like Agatha Harkness, Mistress of Illusion, or something. I can't remember the rest of them.
Do you know a fear that it's not going to have the same edge as WandaVision did, and it's going to be a Disney-fied version of what they think it should be.
My fear, actually, if they do it this way, then it'll be fine. They turn it into Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It was a fun show.
But
not the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was an awful show and didn't have a talking Salem.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Let's face it, he was the best part of the show.
So you meant the old one with the black cat and stuff?
Yeah, Melissa Joan
Cat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is
went off in here. Bloody freezing.
Is it? This is I don't know if you've seen this. This is Archie.
No, actually, no, I haven't.
So this is Jason Isaacs who played Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, this is on the TV. This is on. I can watch this on the TV.
Yep.
Aye.
So he plays Cary Grant, also known as Archie Leach. Archie Leach, of course, was the character's name of John Cleese in A Fish Called Wanda.
Yes. Well done.
But yeah, it talks about his upbringing and all that kind of stuff, and how he was not straight. Shall we say?
Oh, really? Is it not?
Yep.
Cary Grant.
I don't know. Yep. So
I
yeah,
thought that was
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson.
Yeah, well, they're leaning into that, so I don't know if it's true or not, but I always liked Cary Grant. I always thought he was a good actor.
Aye.
I love by North by Northwest as well.
Oh
It's
yeah,
great.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's great Cary Grant right enough, but
I think he looks like him actually in certain moments.
Okay. Anyway, the man who became Cary Grant.
Yeah, I've got that on my Sky. I can watch it in Sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one, I don't know if you watched this, but this is Adrian Monk has returned.
Yeah.
This is called Mr. Monk's Last Case. So this is the Tony Shalhoub. That's him there. He plays a germaphobe, and he's back, and it's his first adventure after COVID. And of course, he like rubs down everything with like wet wipes and like does all that kind of stuff. And he says there's a bit in the thing. He said, "So how's the last few years been like?" And he goes, "Basically, everybody turned into me."
Right. I don't know the show.
Germaphobes. Yeah.
No
So
idea.
these are the well, she's not the original helper, but she's the longest running helper, and that's Randy. Randy. And yeah, anyway, I thought it'd be good.
I've no interest in that at all. Yeah, sorry.
That's that guy from Spin City. And then this one here, which is now you're probably thinking to yourself, who are these guys? That there, the big tortoise, is Bill Burr.
I'm not thinking that because I watched that film.
That guy there is Adam Sandler, and this is Adam Sandler's latest movie on Netflix.
Yeah. That's out though.
Yeah, I know, but we never talked about it.
All right.
So
yeah, I was quite surprised actually, and and I saw Bill Burr and Adam Sandler, and I was like, oh, that piqued my interest. So we watched it. Well, I'll talk about it later, but
yeah. Sounds like you were really impressed by it.
I had a good sleep.
I guess. All right. And then this is I've not seen this one. So this is Fallout.
Yeah, this is a biggie.
Based on some video game or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
probably not. Doesn't seem like it's a big franchise.
It's not a big deal.
It's a bit. I don't know those boiler suits, man. It feels a bit cartoony with the flows like that. But okay.
If I told you that Jonathan Nolan is involved,
go on.
Obviously, Westworld's been mentioned in the sort of. There you go.
Vault 33.
Does that make you more interested?
It does. I like Jonathan Nolan.
Yep, that certainly piqued my interest.
Whoa, that is a big cucaracha.
Yeah, I tell you what, it looks really good. I think it looks really good.
They call them rad roaches, I think, in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks pretty good actually so far. I'm not really. Yeah. I'm kind of more interested in this one because
they've certainly flung a lot of money on it. That's for sure.
The dog from the studio behind The Boys and Fast Delivery.
Are you interested?
Oh yeah, because it's Prime now as well. Well, I mean, it's from the studio that brought you. It's Amazon Prime, so it would be. There's the big suits. Yep. These guys. Nice.
Pretty good.
Oh, that guy.
Dude's in it.
That guy's from Severance.
So he has, aye.
Oh yeah, classic thing. Oh yeah, that guy.
Mr. Nosy.
This does look good. Yeah,
it does look good, doesn't it?
Whoa.
He had one eye.
He did.
That's from the old Fallout.
Is that Chris Parnell? I think that's Chris Parnell.
Was it?
The guy. Please remain calm. Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Kyle MacLachlan's in it.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Oh man, Cocaine Bear's in it.
This looks good.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That does look good.
I think it looks great.
A little flashback to when it all happened. Nice. That looks good.
Really good. That's coming next year. Early next year, I think. March, I think.
Happy Feet 3.
Brilliant.
This is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Also
made
set
Happy
in
Feet,
a
didn't he?
post-apocalyptic wasteland. Yeah, he did. He did. So he's yeah.
So it's Mad
So I
Maxine
guess
this
this is
time.
Furiosa. So this is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. So I think this is how Furiosa became Furiosa.
All right, okay. Is
So it's a
Furiosa
prequel,
the
I guess.
Charlize Theron character?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, okay.
45 years after the collapse, a young Furiosa is taken from her family.
Might be all right, actually. I mean, the Tom Hardy one was okay.
Yeah.
People rave about that film, but
That's fine. It was okay.
it was
It
all
wasn't that
right.
great.
Rave about it.
Yeah. G'day, mate. Ribber.
So is this
Oh, Anya
George?
Taylor-Joy. Okay.
All right, good casting.
Oh yeah. See now, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
Wonder what
wow.
he's doing.
Wow.
Uh,
This is piquing my interest.
yeah. Hunger Games.
Oh.
Oh, because she had the black paint in her head.
Aye.
Oh, the old zoom into the eyes. The old George Miller. Oh, that guy's back.
Well,
No, the original actor's dead.
oh, is it?
So, yeah. He was the original
But
bad
then-
guy in Mad Max.
Yeah, but then again, he's just got that big mask on all the way through the film anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
have you ever seen that? Played that game Hellblade?
No.
She looks a bit like the character in that.
Okay.
She's like it's like a kind of Viking thing. Really good.
Oh, she she'd only had one arm, didn't she? In the original,
The original.
Fury Road one. Oh, is it direct? Wait, hold on. Is it directed by? It's directed by George
Oh, it
Miller.
is good. Jeez,
Yeah. He must be. He's pushing it now, isn't he? Okay, I have to turn it. I can't obviously have volume in this one. Did you know this was happening? I didn't know this was happening. There's a TED TV series.
I did know it was happening, but I've not seen this trailer.
Yeah. So this is obviously Ted and
oh, so it's young
yeah, it's a young
Mark
Marky
Wahlberg.
Mark. Yeah. And it's his upbringing in Boston. So they've all got thick Boston accents. You have to watch the trailer. I can't watch any. We would get cut off.
Right,
that guy there.
Mhm.
He's in Orville as well. He plays the helmsman in Orville, and he's also Steve in American Dad.
Right. Okay. Oh man, it's awesome. Do you know? I love those two movies. The Ted movies. I think they're great.
Oh, they're just dumb, stupid,
really
fun.
funny.
About Liam Neeson in the supermarket.
Oh, brilliant! Love it.
So good.
Love the movies.
Anyway, so yeah, that's
that'll be good, man.
Oh yeah, they get high and then go to dinner and then they have a chat with their dad. Oh, he's dressed as an Ewok.
So he was. Absolutely. Oh my god, I love it. That is so cool.
And then the other one is the last trailer we've got is, of course, The Boys season 4, which when does it start?
Buzzing for that.
It doesn't say. Jeffrey Dean Morgan joins the cast.
All right.
From Walking Dead.
Yeah. Big JD. He was in Watchmen, wasn't he? Am I getting mixed up?
Yeah, he was. No, he was. He was a comedian.
Comedian. Aye.
Yep.
Aye.
He was the opening bit.
Which was you could argue that was the original sort of, Boys.
Yeah.
A kind of 18 certificate.
Yeah.
Adult comic book.
Have you watched Gen V yet?
No, you keep telling me to. I've not finished it.
You have to watch it, man.
There's a few things I've not finished, I'll be honest with you.
Which has got a wee thing.
Because he took the last episode, spoilers, he took the stuff, didn't he? The serum?
Yeah, the V.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's there's Jeffrey there.
Yeah.
So he's a super.
Yeah. Oh
my god.
Homelander.
I wonder if they can keep the consistency up because it's been so good. It's so good.
Apparently, Reacher has been renewed for season 3.
All right, okay.
Hasn't even released season 2 yet, but it's season 3.
Right, okay.
So yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Brilliant.
Awesome.
Some good stuff there. Good stuff.
I know. Real good stuff. We're running a wee bit late. Should we crack on with what you're watching?
I'll try and be quick.
All right.
Sorry. No, I've been watching a lot of stuff, but I'll make it quick if I can get this thing on. I watched the How to Be a
Dictator.
Mob Boss.
Oh, Mob Boss. Okay, yeah.
The Peter Dinklage produced and narrated show.
This is like the 4th one or something they've done on Netflix.
Yeah, I think the last one was Drug Lord. Was it? Was it the last one?
Was it Dictator?
Was it Dictator?
Oh, no, it might have been Drug Lord. It might have been Drug Lord, actually. Yeah, Dictator might have been one of the first ones, actually.
Anyway, really good again. It picks all the good guys, not the good gangsters, but all the ones the ones you'd expect. John Gotti and
I didn't watch it because I thought it was something. I thought it was another one of them that I'd already seen.
Right, okay.
So I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Really enjoyed it.
There's so much TV on just now. It is crazy.
Oh man, I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
We watched Punch Drunk Love, Adam Sandler movie.
Oh yeah.
It's Paul Thomas Anderson's first movie, I think. They made.
Okay.
I think. And it's really good, really quirky, just what you'd expect from Paul
Dean Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Fred Mac Buddy.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, it's really good. We also watched. Well, our movie on Friday was that Leo. Is it Leo?
Leo, yeah.
The animated film about the lizard. It's actually all right. I did fall asleep in the middle a little bit, but
Brilliant.
It started off pretty good actually in the comic.
Fell asleep when you got to Tatooine.
Aye, and the comedy's pretty good in it. So that's worth a watch.
Okay. I'll remember watching next week.
Yeah. Started watching that Bad Surgeon.
Oh yeah, on Netflix.
About this dude. I'm just going through all the Netflix stuff just now. And it's interesting. I don't know if it's going to be any good though, but we've only watched the first one. We finished Squid Games.
Yes, that's what we did. Yeah, well, you haven't finished it, have you?
The TV series. No, because the last episode is going to be on Thursday. The very last episode on Thursday.
I watched it too. 278, man. What a nasty piece of work she was.
Whoa. So are you right up to date?
Oh yeah. We watched we watched the 4 episodes in one day. When it came out, the four episodes when it came out.
You should have seen Danny when she did that to that boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no, and then, but the worst thing about it was she started to try and rewrite history when she got back to the dorm. It's like, that's not what happened.
Yeah, when they get the Chinese lady confronted her about it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going like, you just let Trey do all the work and you didn't do anything.
He never moved.
He did 3. He did his one, he did her one, and then she wouldn't do it again, and he did the one, and that's the one where he fell through.
He shouldn't have moved. He shouldn't have moved.
He shouldn't have. He should just stood there. Well, I guess we're all going to die then. And then maybe let Mob decide, but he was too good. That's how you don't win the money, because you're too good.
Too good, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's very addictive.
It's very well done. And I think they've handled I think that all the controversy that's been there, and that's why I'm doing inverted quotes. I don't think there's been any controversy. I think I think all the contestants, you see them on TikTok, they're all talking about it and going like, "Well, that's not what happened. It happened this way." They all seem very good about taking part in it. They all seem like they had a good time.
Yeah.
Because it's a game show. It's it's at the end of the day, they're not there to hurt you. They're there to get it's entertainment. The marbles one that was brilliant with a picnic, and then they go, "It's the hollow bottom," and then they reveal a bag of marbles, and they're like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
And they were all sitting with all their friends.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It goes down exactly the same way as it does in the TV show. It's just so good.
It's really good. Do you guys get Survivor over?
No, but we watched it on. Well, we watched the clip from it on Gogglebox.
Aye, that's been good as well.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of watching that and Squid Game, but we've just Squid Games because Survivor's on like you get an episode a week, so it's like you need to wait a week because of BBC and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's been good as well. It really has. I think Squid Game's got the edge, though. I think it's just that little bit better. But yeah, aye. So I'm sure I've watched something else, other stuff. What's that? I've watched a couple of weird documentaries lately. There's a good one actually. I'll mention, and it was a guy that took on FC UK, French Connection UK, and he's a comedian, but he's a crap comedian by his own words, and he decided to print T-shirts. So he printed up. Better watch you say this. CN UK, right?
Okay.
CN UK T-shirts, and the guys like that. That's hilarious. Got loads printed off and kind of thing. Got an email from FC UK saying you can't do this. This is our idea. You're infringing our copyright. Blah blah blah. So he's like, no way. And they basically said, we're going to take your website down. We want you to hand over all your merchandise. All this, right? Totally ruin the guy. He's like, you're a multi-million company, and I'm just one guy making T-shirts. What?
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm not having any of this. So he noticed that some of the FC UK T-shirts had copied like Mars bar logo, for example.
Oh, really?
So he's like, onto Mars. He's like, writing an email. Do you realise that FC UK have stolen your? And he does this because they do it. They've done it with loads of other companies, and every single one he emails the company and says, "Do you realise FC UK are ripping off your logo?" And
wow.
So it's one man against FC UK.
Okay.
Do you know what? I didn't just a note as well, just to elongate this podcast even longer. French Connection. Do you know what the French Connection is?
No.
Apart from a movie.
Well, I mean, it's French Connection UK. That's how I know it.
Yeah, but the original term was the drug laundering business in America, and they went via a French connection and back round again.
Oh right, okay, so that's why he was in Vice, wasn't he? Popeye Doyle. I'm talking about the movie French Connection.
Gene Hackman character, yeah.
Gene Hackman,
yeah. So there you go.
Huh.
So it's all to do. It was in the mob boss thing. I think I saw that.
Okay.
I think I saw it in there.
Okay.
And that was one of the mob bosses. That's what he used to get past sort of drug,
laundering
authorities or
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah. Cool. And you watched Monarch and A Murder at the End of the World as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're a few episodes into that. We're not finished Murder. Although it's one a week anyway,
it's
isn't it?
Weekly, yeah. It's
weekly. So we're sort of episode 3 or 4, I think. Can't remember.
Yeah, we're 3. Yeah.
3 then. 3.
Yeah.
And
same thing with Monarch. Both great. So yeah, Monarch Legacy of Monsters is on Apple TV. which no one watches. Apparently, no one subscribes to Apple TV, so all these great shows are going completely unnoticed by everybody,
But
which
there's
is a shame
Apple.
because they do
Everybody,
brilliant.
but everybody that's got an Apple phone has Apple TV, surely.
Aye, but here's the thing: in America and in North America, yeah, that works out quite well because there's a lot of people who have got Apple devices.
Hmm.
But Britain, it all seems to be Android phones, so nobody's really got Apple devices.
Hmm. They're the most consistently good quality
Yeah.
streamer out there. Brilliant.
Yeah, you don't get a lot from them, but what you do is quality. So
Absolutely.
and Slow Horses has started again. Season 3 of Slow Horses,
Right.
which I haven't started watching because we were
Right.
like, oh, we need to catch up with the other 2 things that we're watching just now.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, there's so much stuff on.
It's too much.
Too
much.
There's far too much. Yeah. Well, for our Freddy movie, we watched Die Hard
Well, we watched that a few weeks ago.
because it's a Christmas movie.
Mhm.
I don't care what Bruce Willis says. It's a Christmas.
It's not.
It is a Christmas movie. It ends with, "Oh, the weather outside is frightful," so it's a Christmas movie.
Mhm. It still holds up. Still great.
It's still a great movie. I'm not watching, but I'm reading a book because I was
We
watching.
got a reader.
We got ourselves a reader. And
What you
I was
reading for?
watching. Which I guess I'm reading for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons is so I don't become a waitress in a Waffle House.
Yeah.
The late great Bill Hicks. The book Slaughterhouse-5 is mentioned several times in the making of Loki season 2, and I was like, I've never read Kurt Vonnegut, let alone Slaughterhouse-5. No, never read it. So I'm reading it, and I'm like, this reads like a screenplay for a Wes Anderson novel. Why has Wes Anderson not made Slaughterhouse-5?
I'm sure it has been made into a film, though.
No, why has Wes Anderson not done it?
Oh, why is Wes? Yeah.
Because
very quirky, his books,
it feels very, very much like a Wes Anderson thing. Anyway, so this guy, what's his name? Billy Pilgrim, is flitting between. He's jumping in and out of time. Supposed to be anyway, and he goes back to the Second World War, and then he's like in the future, and then he's back in his childhood.
Dresden, isn't it?
Dresden, yeah. Slaughterhouse-5 is where this bad thing happens, which I've not got to yet, so no spoilers. I'm loving the hell out of it. It's a great book. I've never read it before, and I'm really enjoying it. I like the way that he writes as well. So I don't know if all his books are like this.
They're very quirky. Dead-Eye Dick's a good one as well, so.
Oh yeah, okay. I might do that one next. But yeah, Slaughterhouse-5, can't recommend it enough. And then because we'd guess here, we're just looking for something to do of an evening, so I put on Hunted episode 1 of season 3. We blasted that in 2 nights, and then we did the same thing with season 4 as well. So that was
Hunted. The one you're talking. Yeah. It's UK show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great show. Spoilers for a 14-year-old thing, but season 4, man, what a rip-off. They all get captured.
I've never watched any of them, and every time it's advertised, I'm like, I need to watch that. It looks really good, and I've never ever seen any one of them.
Oh, we saw it in Gogglebox. They were watching it in Gogglebox, and I was like, that looks really good.
Yeah. Do you get it? Is it in BritBox for you then?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, is it in Prime? Okay.
But it's only 4 seasons. So Tubi's got it as well. So I wonder if like the whole seasons are on Tubi. The problem with Tubi is you get adverts halfway through episodes. So I try and avoid that where it's all possible. And then finally, the new Doctor Who came out yesterday.
I've not seen it.
Wide
so don't
Blue Yonder. Better than the first one. Maybe I'm just maybe Doctor Who's not for me anymore. I don't know. I think I genuinely think that season 1 certainly of Loki gives Doctor Who the last 10 years a run for its money. And season 2 I really enjoyed season 2. I loved it. Not sure it's a very Doctor Who type story. But it's a great Loki story. So yeah, I don't know. I just
That's only three of these, isn't
Doctor
it?
doesn't feel like
Three of these, and
There's
then it's
three.
the transition to.
Yeah, so the next one's the Giggle or something it's called, and it transitions into Shooty, and then he takes over the role. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what his role is going to be like. They've obviously, let me put it this way, they've obviously thrown money at this. They've got Disney money behind them now, and it shows. And I don't know, part of its charm is the fact that it was not as good, and they had to deal with like they well, we're in London now, so we're going to shoot everything in London, so they made it a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but it's not been my favorite so far.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it feels a bit of a wasted opportunity. They feel like regular Doctor Who episodes, and it feels like a wasted opportunity bringing David Tennant back, the most beloved of all Doctors, apparently, to bring him back and then get him to do 2 mundane episodes.
And Russell T Davies is back.
Yeah, but he's the showrunner for the rest of the season.
But I would expect better from him, In a way,
I would.
But
yeah,
anyway,
I mean, he didn't do The Empty Child, did he? That was Stephen Moffat.
No, he's only just these David Tennant ones.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that some of the Russell T Davies ones, but the Empty Child is a great episode, way early in David Tennant's season, but that was Stephen Moffat that did that one. That wasn't Russell T Davies. Anyway. Anyhow. Sorry on that terrible
Waffle.
Disappointment. as
you don't work in a Waffle House. Give me a ding for that.
I did give you a ding. I gave you I was reaching across for a ding. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to more of this drivel, then hit the old button and notification bell down there, and YouTube will give you a reminder of when we put things up, and smash the old like button and share. In fact, if you subscribe now, you'll be able to we're doing our 15 golden greats of episodes of Star Wars. So that's going to be The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Andor, and Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that one, actually. No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that on Thursday at 10 p.m. UK time. So join us then, if you will. And until then, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you.